Shouldn't sleep with a pillow over your face. It's just asking for trouble. I hate it when that happens.
Maybe he screams in his sleep?
Well, so he lives alone. What's he gonna disturb Blob?
I assume he has neighbors. Answer the phone.
Phone.
Answer the phone.
Hello?
Curtis, my boy, why aren't you at work?
Mr. Warner, right? Well, I thought that after Bob and all that we wouldn't...
Well, you thought wrong, Curtis. Get those lazy bones on in here.
Huh.
Yeah. What are you?
Although, I mean, you would want to check first.
Is Curtis one of the takers?
Evidently.
So there are makers and there are takers.
Right. And makers are rich people. And they're makers, even though they don't do anything.
No, they make by having a bank account that
Right.
accrues money.
Usually because their parents had a similar bank account.
Yeah. Yes, the music is always too loud. Because, I don't know, that setting doesn't stick or some shit?
It's dumb. Hello, couch.
Well, we're going to check the mail like we do every day, which comes in the morning.
Bridget's Books is proud to welcome best-selling author Adrienne Delaney. Ms. Delaney will be signing copies of her latest book, Coping with Loss.
Okay,
It's pretty.
I'm not sure, but I think that's a callback to Phantasmagoria 1. I guess I should have researched that. I think the main character's name was Adrian in that. Bad things happen to her. That game sucks. Like,
I had a really awful nightmare last night, Blob. Do rats have nightmares?
Maybe.
Well, Blob is not talking to us today.
Rats taste with their feet.
Okay.
What? They do.
Well,
Or is it smell? No, I think it's taste.
we don't have any blood on us this morning.
That's always good.
Yeah.
Our mirror's really fingerprinty. We should do something about that.
And presumably nothing else. No one else got murdered during the night?
Let's find out.
Let's find out. Alright, come on. Still haven't been able to open that toolbox.
Ooh, a hammer.
So today there's a hammer.
You never know when you might need a hammer.
I don't know who left that hammer there. Somebody has sealed up this wall that used to go to
hell?
We can fix that with our hammer.
It's been plastered over.
but not painted.
Lazy.
They're trying to hide something.
Yeah, duh.
They're trying to hide a file cabinet that you already took the toolbox out of. So that, I don't know.
It's a little bit, I mean, closing the barn door after the etc.
Yeah. How did they get the filing cabinet into that door? The filing cabinet is much larger than that door. Warner's office is locked. I don't know what else we would need to be in there for. So...
I don't care about your productivity, Mr. Warner. You had no right to destroy evidence.
I had every right to make this work environment safe and pleasant for my
weird.
employees, Detective.
certainly is.
This investigation would have been over in a matter of days.
And
As it
suspicious.
stands, your little redecorating spree may have cost you an obstruction of justice.
Would you mind if we took this discussion to my office, Detective Powell?
Fine.
I'm going to guess that P.A. Warner doesn't much care for minorities or women in
Probably not.
in authority roles. He's a traditionalist, really. He thinks that that's a important part of society. And indeed it is.
You destroyed blood evidence, Mr. Warner. Do you understand that?
No. We didn't destroy the property, Detective.
Yeah, rip him a new one, Detective. I hope she locks him up with Hannibal Lecter.
Now,
Nice.
I suppose that what he did was clean up our cubicle. Trevor's here.
Hey, Trevor.
Can you believe they dragged our butts into work today?
Yeah, the sensitivity is overwhelming. It was almost worth it to see that cop chewing on Warner's saggy ass, though.
Yeah, that was pretty damn cool, wasn't it? That's too bad she didn't pistol whip him.
She still could.
Workers getting a little bit of empty satisfaction from a dream.
Hi. I sure had fun last night. How about you?
Yeah.
I got my belly button pierced.
Yeah.
Don't touch it. It probably
You'll
hurts.
think of me every time you feel those bruises.
Okay, so sounds like some action happened that we didn't see. Some I don't know what it was. They did it in a bathroom, but maybe she got in some body shots. Worked the body. I guess we could talk to Jocelyn,
God, she has a lot of plants.
who we
Hi,
don't
Joss.
have any reason to like, particularly.
Hello, Curtis.
Still
Listen,
mad at
I'm
us.
so sorry about being such a jerk yesterday. I was pretty freaked out, I guess.
We all were. It's okay.
Oh, it's so not okay. You would so not be okay if you knew what happened later that day.
Well, she specifically said that they were not an exclusive couple.
Oh, yeah, like she would hold him to the same standard as herself.
Well, and she did.
Hey, bud. How was your second date with the mysterious Jay, huh?
A dud. Big time. I mean, once I got past the sexy eyes, the gorgeous cheekbones, I saw the squid beneath the skin.
Oh, what a
That's
drag.
unfortunate.
Yeah, you telling me? He spent half the evening picking apart Bela Lugosi's acting and the other half staring at his own bad self in the bathroom mirror.
He doesn't like Bella?
Mm-mm.
Oh, well, piss on him then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How can you dislike Bela Lugosi? Well,
They really do pick good camera angles to make him seem like a weirdo. What the hell is he?
well. I mean, there was a guy splattered there earlier. They did a remarkable job cleaning up, I'll say.
Yeah.
Usually cubicles, if I'm not mistaken, are like carpeted walls.
So, or, fabric covered anyway.
How did they even clean that?
I don't know.
Our password is still blob.
It's a really bad password.
But, oh yeah, we've been put on a new product, and things are still going a little weird. Which we think that's probably just like a computer virus or something, right? Email from Trevor. Can you believe this shit? I can't. Here we are, supposed to be working away the day after a brutal murder right in our office in your cube. Yeah, right. Admittedly, it was the murder of a marginally human slug boy, but hey, even he didn't deserve that. Didn't he? Why do people get to be shit people?
Well, there's possibly some consequence less than brutally murdered that would have been equally, would have been more appropriate.
So,
Like,
Therese-
key his car.
Therese is not keeping this off the
Yeah, you shouldn't send that sort of thing.
work.
Especially not on this, like, probably spied upon little email network.
Yeah. We could send an email telling Therese not to send this over, but we're not going to. We'll just not reply. We'll play it cool.
That's
yes,
crappy.
they are going to have a memorial service for Bob Arnold. I'm sure that will be well attended.
Well, if there's donuts.
That I don't know. Okay, it doesn't say where they are in Renton. Is that a real city?
Maybe somewhere.
I don't know where this is supposed to take place.
Trenton is a real city.
Yeah, I don't think it's Trenton.
No, it's definitely not Trenton.
Yeah.
It's Trenton.
Jocelyn, I wish we were together last night. I always feel safe when I'm with you. I don't think you should feel safe when you're with me.
Yeah, maybe not.
We are definitely, we may be involved in an incredibly brutal murder. We're also going insane, and we
hate your plants.
Honestly, we kind of think you're boring.
Because you're objectively boring.
Curtis.
You're a little bit boring.
Look at you on all your
Tried to
plants.
call you last night. Couldn't reach you. The phone just kept ringing and ringing.
I'm
sorry, Joss. I just...
sleeping.
No, don't apologize.
Okay.
You don't have to answer to me.
That is true.
Yes.
Do whatever you want to do.
Okay.
I know. I just unplugged the phone. I took a sleeping pill, okay? I just checked out for the night. All right?
I don't know whether the line would ring if you had no phone.
You wouldn't think.
I can't remember what happened.
Yeah.
I think it did. I think it does ring.
Maybe so.
I think it rang even if no phone was connected, because then you could get like the voicemail or whatever, which was a thing. At least in the 90s it was, which is when this was.
Before that, you might have had an answering machine with a little tiny tape in it.
Yeah. Okay, back then, I don't know. Maybe it would still have rung.
I think we still had an answering machine with a little tiny tape in it.
I didn't feel a damn thing about Bob yesterday.
In the 90s.
But today I can't get the poor jerk out of my head.
It's because he's dead.
I keep seeing him splattered all over the walls.
Oh, so not him.
No wonder, bud. That was really nasty.
Shouldn't he be working?
You talk to anybody about it?
Yeah, I went to this shrink yesterday. Dr. Harburg. I'm going to see her again today.
Cool.
Because I'm very insane.
Yeah, you don't go every day unless there's something really wrong with you.
Why does Curtis have a short sleeve shirt, but Trevor has a turtleneck? One of us is not dressed appropriately.
Well, if she has short sleeves on, I'm going to go with Trevor is not dressed appropriately.
Could be.
More.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
What?
I don't think we're going to like this.
More.
No.
I want more.
You want to... Oh my God, what the... Jesus Christ.
Curtis, are you okay?
Does he seem okay?
Think decaf, babe.
Yes, that is probably what happened. We had too much caffeine, and so we grabbed another person and, obviously freaked out. That is certainly a side effect that I have noticed.
Yeah.
Oh God, Jesus fucking Christ.
That box is leaking.
Somebody has spilled Kool-Aid all over Bob's desk. So, when we see that scene, so Curtis wasn't actually walking. Did he see himself walking?
That's weird.
Well, but now we're out here. So I'm not sure whether that was like a weird direction or whether... I'm not sure how we see that scene. I don't know. I found that to be a little confusing. I don't know. Eventually we're never going to do work again. I think we've done all the work that we're ever going to do.
Oh, awesome.
In this game. There is one thing that we should do. Remember this note that we found in Warner's office? Infection, revelation, desecration.
It's an odd note.
It is on a Post-it note, and it is widely known that dumbass people write down passwords.
It's true.
On Post-it notes. I don't know why. Anyway, there are these memos here that are locked. And if you click on them, it demands a password. Now, each one of these has a different password, but yeah, this one's infection. Hi, Ed. This is from Warner. I realize that you and all the security have been very busy over the past few weeks, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to make your life tougher still. I want to totally restrict access to the basement levels of Wintech, preventing entry by anyone and everyone but myself and the Threshold scientists. Simply wouldn't be safe to have employees venturing down there and possibly running into something that could cause them harm. I realize that this will entail reprogramming the entire basement security system, but I feel it's worth it. If for some unknown reason someone who does not have clearance should get down to the basement, you are encouraged to use whatever means necessary to prevent their access to the Threshold room. Any method you deem necessary. Our future depends on it.
Did it say his name was Ed Gein?
Ed Gein, yes.
Isn't that a serial killer?
That is a reference to, yes. Ed Gein was the killer that was the inspiration for both Psycho and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Here's another letter.
Not the guy you want doing your security.
Yes. As my father used to say, there's an exception to every rule. The exception is Curtis Craig. He is not to be allowed anywhere near the basement or Threshold. I want to make that perfectly clear. However, in the unlikely event that he should make his way down to the basement, he is not to be quieted in any way, shall we say, permanent manner. Rather, he should be detained, and Dr. Terrence Merrick should be called immediately. Dr. Merrick will take Curtis away to a safe place where he will no longer be a danger to himself or to us. I think this was that.
So you are encouraging your serial killer security guy to think of him as crazy. That's good.
And well, what he basically said in the first one mail was kill anybody that goes down there. And the second one, he's like, well, okay, except Curtis. Curtis, don't kill him. So Curtis is preferred in Warner's world. We don't know why.
Or something.
This is to Peter Sutcliffe. I was very excited to hear the news of the strange and unusual energy fluctuations in Threshold. I hope, as you do, that this indicates increased activity and perhaps the impending success of the synthesis attempts. Dr. Balava has expressed concern that Wintech generators might not be able to withstand the stress of the additional activity. I wanted to assure you that it will be taken care of and immediately before a problem can arise. Please arrange a meeting with Dr. Balava and determine between the two of you what new equipment is required. I want to assure anybody watching this that people who are not in a lab never do what he's doing here and make plans for the stuff that you actually need.
Yeah, that doesn't ring true at all.
Yeah. All right. So Threshold not only is a thing, it is something that they are actively working on and that apparently is starting to work. I wonder
what does it do?
If it is a coincidence that Threshold is starting to work.
Going over my head, Tom. Don't even think about it.
You're losing it, Paul. Next meeting of the board, your head is gonna fly.
Don't you threaten me.
Your head is going to fly.
Head's gonna fly.
Oh, cut the dramatics, Paul. Your time here is up.
You are a dead man, Ravel. A dead man. You are a dead man, Craig. A dead man.
Huh.
Time to pass out.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Well, I don't think we're still in the office.
Doesn't seem that way.
No. Sick and wrong.
Now, unlike all of the other things that we've seen so far, this does not seem to be going away. In fact, we have control of Curtis in this, whatever it is. Hallucination?
Come on, everybody. Nurse, what am I doing? Why am I here? I don't belong here.
Shut up, wacko.
Nice woman.
I like her.
Very professional.
Okay. Well,
Kick that ball.
let's look around.
Kick that ball.
I'm gonna kick it. Don't worry.
Monster! I saw you. I saw you when they brought you in. I saw your guts.
Really?
I don't think so, but we did see her.
Abomination. Mutant. Freak. I curse you with the Black Death.
Really? The Black Death. They can treat that with antibiotics now, you know.
The Black Death. Oh my God, Jesus Christ!
Is she pulling?
For you, oh vile rat.
Oh.
My vile and filthy blood for you. Drink me. Drink
No, thank you.
me.
What? I don't know that nurse is very motivated, but you would think she would intervene in that case.
At least press a button or something to get somebody to...
No, she does not care about that.
Sick and wrong. Things like that.
Okay.
God, people keep saying that.
Yeah.
Or words to that effect.
Well, they are crazy people.
It's your problem.
I don't think that the writers could think of very many ways that crazy people react. They mainly scream at you.
Give me the Cheeto. I got you.
I tried. I clicked on this guy 20 times. He says something different every time.
Huh.
I'm not gonna do it now. Well, let's blow this popsicle stand.
Hey! Stop that right now or I'll have you sedated.
All right.
If you didn't want him to unhook it, you should have made it so that he couldn't unhook it. Are you stupid?
Well, we'll see if we can cause some problems with the people here, and maybe that will distract the woman. That's kind of where we want to go. All right. Yeah, I guess this might have been a place where somebody might get stuck if they didn't realize that they could actually kick that ball.
How could you not think to kick that ball?
Well, because it's an FMV game, you just naturally don't assume that very many things are interactive.
Yeah, but you would really want to screw up their game, so...
That's very nice.
No. Poor nurse. She has to stop doing nothing.
I don't understand how this was supposed to stop Curtis from getting out of that chair.
Yeah,
First
can
of all,
access the latch.
Can he just stand up? How is that holding him? I don't get it. Oh, I guess because of the handles? But yeah, undo the buckle. What the fuck is wrong with you? That guy's hitting himself with a hammer?
I don't think it's a real one.
You've been a bad boy. And I have to be punished.
Oh, we saw this scene before.
I don't know. I didn't see.
Hey, buddy.
Did you see what happened?
He just passed out.
Come on, man.
Oh,
Come
Curtis.
on. Come on. Hey, here he comes. Here he comes.
Oh.
Hey, buddy. Come on, man.
Oh, he's so
Come
pale.
on. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come here.
He's so pale. You don't have that much color in your skin either.
Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah.
This is ridiculous. I don't give a damn what Paul said. I want you all to go home. Right now.
See? All you need is one coworker to keel over.
Okay.
I will remember that.
Curtis. You better run along. You're out of your depth.
You look terrible, Curtis. Go home and get some sleep, okay?
But we haven't utilized our new hammer.
So we saw Tom being threatened by Warner. Something about Tom going over Warner's head. And that triggered a memory in Curtis's mind. Now, I don't know why he would have that memory, but it was of Warner threatening his father's life in the same way that he was threatening Tom's. So I don't know what's up with that.
Hello, dirty mirror. God, I hate it when violins start playing. I'm just looking in the mirror and all of a sudden
We should not look in this mirror.
No, it's a bad mirror. Is her nose gonna come off or something? Oh, look at that.
You know, I don't think we need to go back to the psychiatrist. I think we're fine.
Yeah, we seem to be adjusting well to the...
Right. I mean, he didn't freak up nearly as... Look, he's back to board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we feed the rat?
I don't think you can ever feed the rat.
Oh.
Hey, girl. Rats are so much better than people.
That's true.
No, you're the only one I can really count on.
How touching, freak boy.
Hate it when that happens.
It's the second time that...
She's so mean sometimes.
Yeah.
It's uncalled for.
Yeah. If we go back to the dreaming tree, unlike yesterday, we will find Trevor here.
Hey.
Hey.
Trevor doesn't look very happy.
Hey, Trev, what's with the shake? Aren't you worried about your tiny waistline there?
Just drowning my sorrows, bud. Yeah, I admit it. I'm feeling some delayed nerves about poor old Bob.
Yeah. I got kind of freaked out this afternoon myself.
Oh, is that what happened?
So weird sitting there, you know, right where he got splattered.
I don't think you freaked out a little bit. You passed out for several minutes from what I gathered.
I think I have a big potato.
Ah.
What?
You remember my Aunt Emily? The one that lives in Arizona out in the desert?
You're the one that likes the animals.
Yeah, that's the one. She always tosses her dinner leftovers outside for the poor little woodland creatures, you know?
Woodland?
Yeah.
I thought you lived in the desert.
Shut up, my story.
Seriously.
So anyway, one time when I was there, she hauls back and she tosses this old, mangy, big, yucky baked potato outside. And it was beautiful, man. I mean, that woman has an arm like a pro ball player, and that spud just arced through the air until this sweet little bunny rabbit came hopping out of the bushes right into the path of destruction.
No way.
Way, afraid so. And that tater hit Mr. Bunny right between the ears. You know, for a moment it looked like a little brown German helper. I've never seen a bunny rabbit jump that high in my life.
You think that's funny? That poor rabbit is probably in therapy right now.
I threw chicken wings at a stray cat one time. For the cat, not at the cat, but the cat didn't understand the distinction.
Yeah, I remember that cat.
Trev, seriously. Have you ever
gone
had really
crazy?
horrible thoughts?
Well, like what?
Wanting to kill someone? Trev, I wanted to kill Bob. Every time he laughed at me, I just wanted to fucking kill him.
Maybe we shouldn't tell him this.
Yeah.
Everybody feels that way once in a while, man.
Really?
Don't worry about it.
I don't know. I don't
know if I've ever wanted to murder someone. Like,
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't.
Maybe other drivers.
Hey, listen, man, I gotta go. I've got a date for dinner.
Someone new? Well, tell me about him.
No. Okay, his name's Mike, and I met him at the pre-Raphaelite exhibit downtown. And he's smart and funny and cuter than hell.
That's great.
Well, good luck.
Well, have a good time.
I'm gonna try.
Did you pay for your milkshake?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's on his tab.
His milkshake tab.
His milkshake tab. Which is the thing. Oh, yeah, we can talk to this guy again.
Don't you ever have to go to work?
Nope, somebody died.
Home. I guess management finally figured out that guys getting murdered in the office is bad for productivity.
So you like having bad dreams about that dead guy or what?
No.
That's an awfully pointed question.
About everything else.
Damn. You know, when my hamster Louie died, I'd have these nightmares where he'd come in through my window at night, only he was like the size of a pit bull. And he'd be drooling and he'd be singing, "Who do you love?"
That's weird.
Scared the hell out of me, man.
I would imagine so.
I don't like it when anybody sings that song. I was hoping that he would say something about the S&M Club, but he doesn't. What?
You know, Curtis, I think I'd like to do your portrait sometime. You got these really weird eyes.
Thanks.
Oh, gee, thanks a lot, Max. I appreciate that.
Oh, don't get pissy. I mean like Andy Warhol weird, not, you know, Charles Manson weird.
Are you sure?
Okay, I see the distinction now, yeah.
I probably killed somebody. Also, why do you work at an S&M Club and then don't talk about it? It's weird. I feel funny about this now. I'm uncomfortable.
What happens in the S&M Club stays in the S&M Club?
Does he leave that sconce on all the time?
Seemingly. Also that lamp. He never turns anything off.
Yeah.
And he has a lot of lamps.
Relax, Craig. It's only Blob. The only thing that loves you.
Please don't say anything back. Okay, thank you. All right. It's time to deal with this. Oh, wait. We can look at the books again.
Murder without the mass. Enter the revolting psyche of Curtis Craig. Hey!
Topical.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that Curtis owns the book about himself.
Yeah, I mean, probably they sent him a free copy.
Now, I want to stress that when you need a wrench, a hammer will not do. This is not a thing, people. Like, this isn't riveted in, is it? Didn't he say it was, like, bolted in? How do you remove a bolt? Use a wrench.
Hit it and hit it until something happens.
All right, now here's the thing that's not, like, explained. But if you do a close-up of something, then you can combine items. And we need to actually, like, combine the hammer with the screwdriver so that Curtis will get the fucking idea. Otherwise, this will not work. And now I guess we're gonna hammer these bolts out. People, just don't fucking do this. Don't do this.
Also, how is that going to be effective unless he vices that in? Like, he's just knocking it across the room.
No, he's like...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're like...
All right, fine. I mean, ish.
They're not really bolts. I guess that doesn't seem... It seems like he should have been able to pry those. All right, in the bottom of this toolbox, which we could not access last time, is a letter from Father, it says. Okay. Dear Curtis... If you're reading this, I'm dead. I have probably been dead for a very long time, yes? Yep. My employers, Wintech Industries, will have arranged and carried out my murder. I know this is going to happen. I cannot avoid it. Before they come for me, I must confess to you, my only son. Wintech has been experimenting with forces it can't possibly control. I am ashamed to admit I have been an integral part of that process. You must understand, Curtis, how excited I was at the prospect of working on something of this magnitude. I felt it could be important, beneficial to the entire human race. I was so immersed in the pure science of the thing that I started to forget my humanity. The Threshold Project is not in itself an evil thing, Curtis, but as long as it is in the hands of Paul Warner and Wintech, nothing good can come of it. It is beyond the scope of their understanding, and they mean to use it for unspeakable purposes. They've done terrible things, Curtis. People have died. I've tried to quit Wintech to just take you away with me and leave, but they won't let me. They've threatened your life, Curtis. I can barely live with myself now, knowing how horribly this project has hurt you. I cannot risk losing you altogether. If I stay, they've promised to care for you, to give you the best schooling and medical care. I realize this is a pathetic attempt to repay you for the pain you have suffered at their hands, but I am in no position to bargain. I must accept. Forgive me, forgive me. You're probably a man now, or very nearly a man. You will have been raised in the bosom of Wintech, a child of this monstrous corporation. I hope they have been kind to you, but now you must leave here, Curtis. Get as far away from Wintec as you can. Live, love, enjoy life, and never think about them or me again. I love you, Curtis. I love you with all my heart.
Oh.
He never says what threshold is.
Yeah, that's pretty annoying.
He specifically refers to it causing Curtis pain. And at this point, we have to think that that scene that we saw, that some of the scenes that we've seen have to do, like, are real. Like, unless this letter is imagined, you know.
Mm.
This is a thing. Like, this is not the parent. Like, Curtis might be having paranoid delusions, but it seems clear that not all of them are paranoid, unless we can't trust this at all.
That would be annoying.
So Curtis had his college paid for by Wintec? That seems highly irregular.
Yeah.
I guess it's because his father died? Is that like workman's comp? I don't think it is. I don't know. So that's curious. If we followed what Dad said, we would be like packing our bags at this point, and I feel like we're not going to do that. Well, it's time to go to our very needed appointment.
Curtis, how are you?
Not great.
I'm okay, Doc.
Yeah, we're doing great. I passed out for several minutes today.
I can't help you if you lie to me.
Okay.
Fine, I think I'm losing my goddamn mind.
Have a seat.
Do you know that you have bangs? Like, you have really big bangs?
Yeah.
I don't know about that choice, lady.
Lots of people have
Doctor, why did you want me to come back again today? That's not your standard policy, is it?
Because you're fucking crazy.
No, it isn't, Curtis, but I can tell that we have a lot of work to do together. And I wanted to get the groundwork done right away. Is that all right?
Fair enough.
Are those curtains yellow or are they black? I don't even know anymore. Well, we may as well show
Doctor,
this.
I think that this threshold project, whatever it was, got shut down a long time ago, but I think it's been reopened now.
Yeah.
In fact, I think it's back in full swing.
What makes you think that?
A whole lot of little things. Files I've seen, conversations I've overheard. I think it's bad, Doctor. I think it's something that no one has ever tried to do before.
Now, be sure you keep the difference between imagination and evidence clear in your mind, all right?
Oh, you think I've been watching too much X-Files?
Yeah, that was a
Give her the hammer.
I found this letter that my father left me. Listen to this. The Threshold Project is not in itself an evil thing, Curtis. But as long as it is in the hands of Paul Warner and Wintec, nothing good can come of it. It is beyond the scope. Jesus, Doctor, does he sound like a crazy man wrote this?
I don't think so, Curtis. It sounds perfectly rational to me.
I don't think you can assess that based on a letter.
Nope.
Tell me the truth, Doctor. Does insanity run in families?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it can, Curtis. But that sort of mental illness is generally a chemical imbalance, and it's very, very treatable.
Oh, God.
Oh
God, maybe I've always been crazy. I mean, I can't remember big chunks of my childhood.
I think the drugs are pretty bad.
Just try to relax and take a deep breath.
You've got to stop it or I will.
I'll kill you, you son of a bitch.
Doctor, my father was murdered. Oh my God, I never saw him dead before. But after they hit him with the car, they got out and they shot him.
Usually only see a dead person the once.
Oh my God, they shot him.
Per dead person.
Curtis. A suppressed trauma like this can cause such great emotional problems. I think you'll start improving now.
Really?
Well,
I think there might be more crap to unpack, though.
if Harburg is right that that's our main problem, that were regular old crazy. Sure.
Doctor, I think I might have killed Bob.
Oops.
I don't remember doing it, but I can't get the idea out of my head. I hated him.
Everybody hated
I
him.
wished he were dead so many times.
So did everybody else who worked with him.
Well, that's highly unlikely, Curtis. Homicidal blackouts are extremely rare.
Are they?
Have faith in yourself.
But so they're not unheard of, then.
Do you really think that you could do something like that?
Yes. His rat
Maybe.
said so. More or less.
Harbor looks genuinely perturbed by that in a way that she did not before. Maybe we shouldn't have told her that.
After my mother started hating me, my father got so weird. He sort of withdrew. And he just kept looking at me with those sad, sad eyes.
Did he protect you from your mother's irrational rages?
He tried.
So, no.
Not hard enough. Oh, she hurt me. Oh, she hurt me so bad.
What did she do? Like, specifically?
Maybe we'll find out.
My mother's hatred for me went way beyond humiliation and hitting. She, she tortured me.
Good old suicide cable.
She did things to me that, you hear about happening in Chile and Nicaragua.
How did she torture you, Curtis?
Curtis! Come here, monster. What's under that crawling, slimy skin of yours?
Jesus Christ, woman.
Yeah, I know. That belt does not go with that dress.
She's gone. You survived it. You're here, Curtis.
Things that you hear about in Chile and Nicaragua seems more specific than I would have thought. Not in Peru.
I had this experience with my coworker,
Don't
Therese.
be stupid.
The sex was savage.
Consensual? All the way around?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
No, I raped her.
The doctor...
I've admitted both rape and murder during this session.
She brought out feelings in me that were frightening.
Like the feeling
and
that I wanted
wild,
to get my
almost
belly button pierced.
Violent feelings. I felt like anything I wanted to do to her, anything I could dish out, she could take it.
And yet you were the one who got beat up.
Mm-hmm.
Again, Harburg looks very disturbed by this revelation in a way that I thought psychiatrists don't normally do.
You probably don't want to be like, oh God, like making a scary face at your patient.
On this date with Therese last night, I got my navel pierced.
Yeah, that's stupid.
This S&M club on stage in front of a room full of people.
Is that something that you wanted to do?
No.
I guess.
I don't think so. I don't know. I just wanted to be controlled at the moment, you know? I wanted Therese to do things to me. But when it was over, my feelings totally reversed. I
was like, oh God.
I wanted to control her.
How exactly did you want to control her?
Vaginally?
Weird. When I got off the stage, she was right there, and I just pounced on her, and I picked her up and I took her into a bathroom and we just did it. I just did it like a couple of animals.
And how did she react to that?
She absolutely loved it. I thought she was going to break me in half.
Curtis, did you ever consider that maybe she was the one in control of everything?
No. But you're probably right.
Okay. What is that? I don't understand that part. I don't know about that. How so?
This is going to sound really twisted, but sometimes I wish I could just live with Jocelyn and Trevor both. You know?
What?
Somewhere far away where no one would judge us and we wouldn't have to see another person.
So you're bi?
Many people have fantasies like that, Curtis.
Yeah, we know that.
Just because it isn't standard behavior in our society doesn't make it wrong.
Yeah, we heard in the previous day that he's attracted to Trevor.
I think we made some wonderful progress today.
Joss with you, though. She's
I'd like to see you again next week, but please don't hesitate to call if you need to talk, okay?
I think Therese would be more understanding of that lifestyle.
Yeah, that's true.
She'd be the better choice for your weird, like...
polyamorous relationship?
Yeah.
In today's session with Curtis Craig, I determined that the patient was delusional, possibly paranoid, with a potential for violence.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. With an expressed desire for violence. So, you know, there's that.
Who's in there?
The fuck is in our apartment? Jesus Christ.
Is Blob watching TV?
Don't go in there. What are you doing?
Going in there. He has to for the plot to progress.
Our sconce is turned off. What's up with that?
That never happens.
Oh.
Therese, how did you get in?
I'm a woman of many talents.
So lockpicking among them?
Yep.
Curtis, come sit down with me.
I'm not allowed to smoke in my apartment.
That couch looks like it'll hold the smell forever. Because it's a gross couch. And
have you been here long?
Away.
Long enough to get to know your rat.
What's that supposed to mean?
She's a real sweetie.
Thanks.
Okay. I thought maybe you could show her something, but I don't think you can. I think all you can do is click to continue.
Hammer?
Nope.
Oh.
No hammer. I can't show her anything. Curtis is not interested in showing her things.
You know, you really startled me when I first came in.
That was the idea.
Okay.
Curtis.
Do you break into people's apartments often?
No. Only when I really like them.
How flattering.
Patrice, I don't want to be rude, but what are you doing here?
Well, I didn't come here to talk.
Well, what did you come here to do?
What do you think, idiot?
It's probably not what you're thinking.
Oh, more hurdy and killy and that sort of thing?
Well, this is gonna get weird.
I'm not so sure about this, Therese.
That's really weird.
Good.
I'm not so sure about this. He didn't say that when he only had 5 chains on him. He waited until he was fully suspended by that array of chains to be like, I don't know. Let's get our... Oh, no, you can't. You can't do anything.
This is getting kind of intense, Therese.
Do you have a safe word?
We're not even close to intense yet.
Seriously, you need a safe word. Safe word. Safe word. She looks weird.
Yes.
Doesn't she look weird there? She looks like a vamp. I don't know.
Therese, please, I want to touch you.
I said be quiet, slave.
So she like installed a bunch of hooks in his ceiling?
She's handy.
Yeah, I mean, she would have had to find the studs. And...
Zip up that sweet mouth of yours.
Yeah, did they like...
If you can't be a good boy.
Did they put that in together?
Would ya?
No.
And don't make a sound. Don't you dare.
Who's that guy?
I think you're a good boy, Curtis. A very good boy indeed.
Zombie.
Most seriously, Mr. Warner's unfeeling and irresponsible
Well, somebody's about to
actions
die.
endangered the mental and physical well-being of
Type
all
slowly.
employees under his management. There. That ought to be enough to fry your ass, Warner.
What are you going to do under there?
Be murdered?
Oh. Okay. Fair enough.
Ooh. Another hammering. Hammers. That's the theme.
Yes.